Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is the Gladys and Darlene show,
Uh-huh.
episode number
Bye.
5. So, the last time we were on Sunday evening. So, we'll get rid of that so I can see myself. Okay. And today is Tuesday.
No, so.
Yep, we didn't have a show last night because when I got home from work, I was extremely tired. And I laid down for a little while and I just had to kind of reboot. So me and Mom and I were discussing the other day. She wanted to know how many grandchildren she had. So I tried to compile the numbers. So Mom and Dad have 6 children. So out of the 6 children, if I've got my numbers correct, they had 9 grandchildren. Out of the 9 grandchildren, there is 12 great-grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
That sound about right? And out of the 12, there are 8 great-great-grandchildren. Mm-hmm. So we have 9, 12, and 8. So that's a grand total of 29 grandchildren. That is a lot. Can you tell us, one of your grandchildren came to live with you when he was a teenager, and that was Richard. Or we call him
I
Richie.
got him as a baby.
Well, I know, but when we moved to the city, he came to live with us.
Yeah.
And one day he wasn't going to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, "Yes, you are going to go to school, and I'm going to take you." And what did he say? "Grandma,
You can't drive?
he didn't know you could drive."
I know it.
I said, "People think grandmas can't drive."
I know it.
So you took him to school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got good grades, and he graduated and everything.
Yeah.
So, that was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he had that really long hair?
I love Richard.
Did you love his long hair like
Well,
a
that
girl?
was up to him.
I didn't like it.
I didn't.
I actually offered.
Well, he's done cut it off now.
Yeah, but I actually offered to buy him like a stereo if he would cut his hair, and he didn't. He stuck to his guns and didn't cut his hair. So, 29 grandchildren altogether. You've had several live with you over different times of their lives and your life.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one of your great-grandchildren is getting ready. Him and his fiancée is getting ready to have a baby.
Which one's that?
Junior. One of little Bonnie's children.
Oh.
He's getting ready to have and he's engaged to get married too, so that's pretty cool, right?
I don't know him.
Well, you would if you saw him. We just don't see him a lot. Maybe they'll stop by and see you one day.
I don't think he wants to see
So, this Sunday is Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything special you want to do on Mother's Day?
No.
Do you want to go out and eat on Mother's Day to Imperial Palace, or you want us to cook lunch for you?
Well, you'll decide what you want.
Okay. I was thinking today that I would get you a corsage for Mother's Day.
Okay.
Do you want a particular kind, or you may just have one made up for you really pretty?
A real pretty one.
Okay. What you think Dad will want to wear one too? Because he had a mother. His grandmother raised him, but
Get him a rose
get him a rose
in his
boutonniere.
Yeah.
Okay. You think he wear it?
I hope so.
I hope so. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I saw the pretty flowers that Tammy planted for you outside for Mother's Day. Did you see the yellow and the purple flowers?
Beautiful.
Very pretty. So it was a nice day today, and the sun was shining, and hopefully they'll grow really well this year. Mm-hmm. You think?
Yeah.
So did anything exciting happen around the house today? Nothing?
What happened?
I don't know. I wasn't here. Did anything happen you want to tell our audience about today?
Nothing happened today.
Nothing, just the same.
Just a low, boring day.
Just a long, boring day? Is that a usual day for you?
Always.
Well, I'm sorry that it's that way. Let's see. So we covered, let's see, it's Tuesday, Sunday's Mother's Day. Maybe we'll take a trip down to Creed's this weekend.
What for?
I don't know. Would you like to ride down to Creed's?
I don't know.
Didn't you grow up in Creed's?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we talked a lot about that in our last episode about the Air Force Base and how Bush was trained over
That's
there,
right.
and then it turned into a drag strip.
And we did Bush's laundry too.
Yep, and we went over that.
Then we had a captain came over there, and he said, Mama said, "Why are you drinking so much?" He said, "Lady, I gotta keep my pipes up."
You gotta keep his pipes clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. You told us that as well. So
We kept some of their children too.
I remembered something that I wanted to share with our audience. It's about Mom. So I don't know how many of you have ever heard of siphoning gas. So one day Mom needed to siphon some gas. I'm not sure why or what for, but she didn't know how to siphon it very well. So after she siphoned it, she got high as a kite. And tell them what you were doing.
I don't know.
You were running around the yard like you were an airplane. You siphoned gas out of the car. You alright? Okay. Oh, wait. You need some water?
I'll be all right.
Okay. So did you think you were siphoning gas again over there?
Where?
Just now.
No.
Oh, okay. Do you remember that day?
I'll never forget
Never
that.
forget that day that you siphoned gas out of the car. That's funny. So I also remembered a story about me when I was a little girl. And we lived in Creeds, and every summer we used to go swimming down at Pungo Ferry. Now, if you're familiar with Creeds, you'll know that there used to be an old drawbridge across the water, which, we called Pungo Ferry. And we used to ride down there by the carload to go swimming. And one day I realized that no one else was around me. My family wasn't there, and apparently they had left me at the beach. So I went to the old telephone booth, which you really can't find anymore. It was the glass ones that said telephone on the top, and called home. But when Mom got home, what'd you figure out about me when you left me at the beach?
What did I think?
You said, "Where's Darlene?"
Yeah. Why do we leave
Tell
you?
them. Because it was so many people, I guess one more person, it didn't make a difference. But when you came back, where'd you find me?
Looking at goldfish.
Looking at the goldfish down by the boat dock.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That was okay. I wasn't upset or anything, was I?
I don't know.
I didn't mind being alone. I think it's because we
My
always
parents
had...
left me alone one time, and they went to Smithfield and left me by myself.
And what happened while they were gone?
The church burnt down.
The church building burnt down to the ground. Did you call them and tell them?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, why did it burn down?
Nobody knows.
Did they think the preacher did it?
I don't know who done it.
And then when they were rebuilding part of the church, it caught on fire again.
Again.
That is crazy stuff. I have just a couple memories of the original church building, but I remember more when they started rebuilding it, and then of course the new sanctuary, and then the social hall they actually built as well. So yeah, we were born and raised in Creeds outside of Pungo, which used to be called Princess Anne County, right? And we were members of it was called Kayla Church of Christ.
Yeah.
And then it was changed to Creed Church of Christ, and then it was changed to Church of Christ at Creeds.
Right.
Because, a lot of people, or you shouldn't put anything before Christ's name. Mm-hmm. But I think that the churches of Christ's, around the USA do that to distinguish what area that Church of Christ is in. Because if you just go, "I'm going to the Church of Christ," they're like, "Well, which one are you going to?" So there's lots of them, there's Creeds, there's Great Bridge, Avalon, Laurel Avenue, Broadmoor, it goes on and on and on. So you would have to have a name to distinguish which location. So whether it's before or after, maybe it should all go after, because, Christ is the head of the church, right? Not John the Baptist.
No.
Right? Not.
He said, "Upon this rock I will build my church."
Jesus said that.
Jesus said it.
So why people name it after John the Baptist, I still
I asked a girl, she said that was John the Baptist.
Can you open your eyes so they can see your pretty eyes?
This girl told me, I asked her why she was a Baptist. She says that was John the Baptist.
Right. But, John the Baptist, Jesus was his cousin. He baptized Jesus, but why you would name the church, I don't know. That's something that they'll have to...
John the Baptist baptized Jesus because he wanted to show everybody what to do.
Exactly. So did he sprinkle them?
No.
No. How did he baptize them?
Down in the water.
He immersed them.
He sure did.
Yeah. And then you... Go ahead.
Them Methodists better be listening at this.
Methodists or the Baptists?
All of them.
So let's talk, you know what, we probably should stay away from religion, but just to get, an idea of what you think about some of the denominations out there, which are churches that are divided, different from the churches of Christ, that carry something other than Christ's name.
I think about them.
Well, I'll ask you some specific questions.
Okay.
And you can answer those. My allergies are acting up. Excuse me for the nose. It's itching today. It's okay. Live TV. Okay. So the Catholics pray to Mary.
Yeah.
So why do people pray to Mary when the Bible tells you the only way that you can talk to God is through Jesus?
That's right.
So why would you pray to Mary?
Well, that's their business.
Well, it might be their business, but it's not scriptural, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about confession?
What confession?
Why do people go see a priest to confess their sins?
I don't know why.
Because that is not scriptural, right? That's between you and God, right? What about taking communion every Sunday? I know lots of years ago I had a discussion with someone that I used to work with. And I was like, why is it, you guys don't commune every Sunday? And he goes, well, you're just talking about, a consistency thing or semantics. But Christ said, this do in remembrance of me. So do you only want to remember his sacrifice once every 6 months?
Crazy.
Right?
People crazy.
Can you open your eyes so you can see? So I would think every time, the church comes together to worship, the central part of the worship would be your communion.
Right.
Right? So anyway, so that's just a few things. So we'll back off of religion right now. Let's talk a little bit about politics.
Oh.
What do you think about our current president? Who's our current president? Remember the rich man that won?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Trump. Trump is our president. So can you tell me who your favorite president was out of all the presidents you can remember?
I don't know.
A lot of people like Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
He was a good president, and he was an actor.
Yeah.
Right?
I had a cousin that ran down by Ronald Reagan.
Huh? What?
One of my cousins, she was run with Ronald Reagan.
She run with him?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean FBI agent, Secret Service?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember you told me that. She was a Secret Service agent, and she walked along his car. When his car... Yeah. Okay. You remember who that was?
Yeah.
Who was it? It'll come to you. So, Ronald Reagan, a lot of people didn't like Jimmy Carter.
No.
Or what about Nixon? Is he the one that says, I am not a crook?
Yeah.
Oh, so I know your favorite president was Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
He was?
No.
What did he say on TV? I did not have...
sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky.
That's right. But he was lying the whole time.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about people who they think shouldn't be president or disgrace the office or liars. What about Bill Clinton? Got on national television, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. Right? Remember when he denied doing that?
Well, he did it.
I know he did it. So what makes him better than Trump? I mean, if you want to say, Trump's a liar, which, hey, I look at it this way. Most, if not all politicians, let's face it, are not honest people. Some might take kickbacks, some might take presents, some might lie. I mean, not that it's right, Because the president should set the example, right? But it doesn't do the world any good for people to bash our president. Look, countries already laugh at us, right? But we're still we're the freest nation there is.
All right.
Yes, but you know what I found out, Mom?
What?
People will ask you questions on Facebook like, how do you feel about this? Or what do you think about this or that in politics? But as soon as you answer the question and it's something they don't like or it's opposed to what they believe, this is the next thing they type is, well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like, that's their opinion, but they really don't want to hear your opinion. That's weird.
I'll tell you one thing. Roosevelt was president too long.
Yeah, because he was president, 12, 13 years?
Too long.
So
he was paralyzed and she was something wrong with her.
Well, but then
they all had their boyfriends and girlfriends.
So that's when they actually changed the rules or the laws or bylaws of becoming a president.
Right.
That no term could last more than 4 years, and then they would have to run again. If they went, because if he was in there 16 years, if he had made it that far, I mean, that's almost like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Like Russia, and we can't have that. So, what do you do? So we touched on religion, we touched on politics. People kind of get a feel for, where we stand on things. And what else can we talk about today? Let's see what time it is. How long we've been on? Oh, we've been on my nose itches. I'm so sorry. 16 minutes. So we can talk about some more things for a few more minutes. Anything you want to bring up? Because I've been doing a lot of talking today.
I went to school and I had to do a hula dance.
Because you're being initiated?
Yeah, initiated. Had to wear a corsage of onions and a bag of candy to give the seniors.
And did you wear a hula skirt?
No.
But you had to do a hula dance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A whole bunch of us had to do it.
Did you have to give candy to the seniors too?
Yeah, they take it right out of the bag.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So you remember that?
I'll never forget that.
Can you tell the audience about, was it Horace Van Nostrand that went to the principal and said some boy kissed you behind the school?
Yeah.
What did the principal say?
He said, little girl, I would have kissed you too.
That's funny.
And then the other girl took poison.
Well, wait a minute. Like, you remember the girl who told you that you were going to go to hell for wearing makeup?
Yeah.
Did you go ask the preacher about it?
Yeah.
What did the preacher say about you wearing makeup?
If you need makeup, put it on.
No, what did he say? If the barn needs
painting, paint it.
or needs painted. So, was he calling you a barn?
I don't know.
But people have their own ideas about different things. And you know what they say? If it feels wrong to you, then don't do it. But, the Bible does tell you kind of what's right and what's not kind of, but does tell you what's right and what's wrong. We should all try to live, as Christ-like as we can, because that's our goal. That's what Christ wanted for us, right? So, did you have any jokes or anything you wanted to share today? No? Okay. Well, this show was a little more serious today, but
I'll tell you something. This boy tried to walk me home from church.
Eugene Fleming?
Eugene. And he's trying to strip me naked. My daddy was standing right behind the tree watching. He said, Gladys, you done a good job.
Because you made the boy stop.
I really did.
But your daddy would have come out and got him.
He said he was.
Oh, no. Let's tell one funny story before we go. Can you tell back when you were growing up, you didn't have a bathroom in the house.
No.
You had outhouses.
Right.
And if people are too young to know what an outhouse is, they dug a big hole in the ground and they put this little wooden structure over top of it, and people would go in there and use the bathroom. I know that sounds kind of weird and gross, but that's what you had to do. So, Granddaddy was having to dig a new hole.
Yeah.
And he dropped something in it.
Yeah.
And what happened? Who did he put down in the hole to get it?
Me.
And then what happened? He walked away to get something. What happened to you when he left you in the hole by yourself? Somebody came along and did what?
I don't remember that. Oh, somebody kissed me.
Kissed you?
I don't know what it done.
Somebody, when you were down in that deep hole in the ground, didn't somebody come by and use the bathroom on you?
Oh, yeah.
You remember who that was?
Juanita?
Juanita did. Because she didn't know you were down there and she had to go. You remember that?
I really did. And I tickled her one time, and she stomped me down in the floor.
Well, I guess she got you back.
I got her back.
That's funny.
But she died. She married a bad man.
Oh. Well, let's see. Let's turn the camera this way because it looks like we have, we got some people watching. Can't see who it is because it looks like we're live. And anyway, we got some people watching. So if anybody's watching or who's watching, we can say a big hello to. You want to say hello to everybody? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, episode number 5, we were a little more serious tonight. Sorry about that. It's going to happen sometimes when you talk, depending on, you know, the mood you're in, what happened that day. And oh, I got something to tell you. We had the fire inspector come out at work.
Oh, you did?
A while back, and he said, you guys have got to get rid of those surge protectors that are plugged into surge protectors. You can't use extension cords. We're like, okay. So we got our new extension cord. So I went to unplug my old surge protectors because there was 2 of them today. You know what a surge protector is, Mom? It's what you plug everything into. Anyway, went to pull them out, and they both sparked. And scared me, and scared the people in my office too. But the electrician came out, checked it, everything was fine. But woo, it was scary. There's no telling how old those outlets were, because the police building is one of the original buildings that was built when the police started. But anyway, so that was my excitement today. Thank goodness there wasn't a fire, and I didn't.
Let me tell you something. I got rewards from the city, and Molly was mad. And that woman said, I don't like your daughter.
So you got lots of rewards from the city.
I really did.
Because you did such a good job.
Did the hardest I could work.
Yeah.
I was harassed by men and everything.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. Don't want to hold you guys up too long. Don't want you to get too bored with us. So be sure that you leave some feedback. No one has sent us any questions, so if you have any and they're appropriate, we'll be more than happy to try to answer them for you.
Where's Billy Wayne?
Hopefully he's watching.
Oh, God.
He's probably at his house.
I love Billy Wayne.
You love Billy Wayne?
I love him. I tell you, he's the best man in the world.
Is he going to do your wedding?
I don't know.
Remember, he said he'd be honored to do your wedding ceremony. All right. So let's get ready and say goodnight.
Good night.
And we're going to sing our ending song, our end of program song that Mom started on our first episode. So it's become our tradition. This will be our 5th episode wrapping up. So we'll get to our 6th live episode. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Hopefully maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. So let's go ahead and wrap it up with our song. You remember what it is? It's the a cappella song.
Oh, acapella,
acapella, la 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 la, acapella, acapella, la 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 la. All right, good night, everybody.